Hey everyone, welcome back. In this series, we are learning Power App by building a complete IT asset management application from scratch. In the previous videos, we create the navigation menu, Dataverse table, asset screen, location screen, and the asset allocation screen. In this video, we will build a fully editable employee screen. We will create a searchable gallery, edit employee record directly inside the gallery, save changes, delete records with confirmation dialog box, and even add employees all from the same screen. So let's get started. First, let's create the layout. Inside the main container, add a header container, a search container, and a gallery container. Give a gallery container a higher field portion so it occupies most of the available space. Select all the containers, remove the shadow, reduce the border radius, and keep the design clean and modern. Now add a header text label, set flexible width and height. Update the text, increase the font size and make it bold. Next, add text input for search. Enable flexible width and height. Change the background color to white and add a placeholder text. Now insert a horizontal container for the gallery header, followed by a vertical gallery. Change the gallery fill portion to 9. Reduce the border radius and apply a light border color to the gallery container. Also add some spacing. Apply padding to the main container. Inside the header container, add text label, enable flexible width and height, then duplicate it until you have 6 header labels. Update each heading according to your columns. Add some padding, use a semi-bold font, increase the font size, and apply light background color to the header. Now connect the gallery to the employee Dataverse table. Set the gallery template size to parent.height divided by 7. Inside the gallery, add a horizontal container, set x0 and y0, width to parent.template width and height to parent.template height. Now let's add editable controls. Insert text input for employee ID, employee name and email, enable flexible width and height for each control. Since department is choice column, we'll use combo box. Enable flexible width and height for the site location, which is lookup column, add another combo box. Finally, insert one more horizontal container to the hold action buttons. Before configuring the default values, let's quickly go to Dataverse tables and add employee ID column. Enter a few sample employee records and refresh the table in Power App. Now configure the default values. For the employee ID text input, use this item doc employee ID. Do the same for the employee name and email. For the department combo box, set the item property to the choice of the department column and set default selected item to this item dot department. For the location lookup, use the choice of the lookup column and set default selected item to this item dot site location. Now let's add action buttons. Insert a edit icon. Set flexible height and width. For the width, use self.height and add some padding. Then add a trash icon for deleting records. Again add padding, set flexible height and width to self.height and align the container to the center. Also add some padding to both the gallery container and the header container. Now let's rename all the input records. Next, we need to edit a row. On the edit icon on select property, set variable equal to this item. Now select all input controls, go to the display mode property and use a if statement. If where edit employee equal to this item, set control edit mode. Otherwise, keep them disabled. Also remove the borders from all input containers for clean look. Let's play the app. For better design, remove the gallery template padding. Change the template fill color to white. Add a border color. Update the gallery header color. Add some gap inside the template container and increase the font size. Now let's update the edit button. For the icon property, if the current item is selected, show the save icon. Otherwise, show the edit icon. Then change the icon color. If the current item is selected, make it green. Otherwise, make it black. For the delete icon, use a red color. Now let's save the record. On the edit button, on select property, we'll use if else function. In the true condition, use patch function. Select the employee table, use this item as a record, then map all Dataverse columns with the corresponding input controls. After saving, set the edit variable to blank. So the final formula works like this. If the current item is selected, update the records and clean the variable. Otherwise, select the current item for editing. Now let's configure the delete button. We will use the new confirm function, add the container header text, then open curly brackets and add the title, confirm button text as delete, and cancel button text as cancel. Now wrap everything inside the if statement. After confirmation, remove this item from the employee table and show a notification saying employee record deleted successfully. Now this is our final formula for deleting records with confirmation dialog box. Let's test it. Perfect. It's working. Now change both combo box by setting multi-select to false. Next, let's add a button for adding a new employee. Rename the button. Change the background color and text color. And update the hover field using color fade self.fill at 20%. Now let's sort the gallery. In the gallery item property, use sort by column, select the employee table, choose the employee ID and sort it ascending order. For the add employee button, we will directly use the patch function. Since we are creating new record, we will use default employee table. Set the employee ID to 0. At the top, use set where edit employee variable and patch. So the variable store the newly created record. Let's test it. When we click add employee, it create a new row with employee ID set to 0. Now let's enter the employee details and click save. Perfect. Let's add another record. Now test the delete button. Perfect. Delete is also working. Finally, let's configure the search bar. Rename the search text input. In the gallery item property, use filter inside sort by column. If the search bar is blank, display all records. Otherwise, use start with to search by employee ID and employee name, and same with employee email. Perfect. That's it for this video. After this project is completed, I will be sharing the complete solution free of cost on my website under Let's Build Together section for learning and practices. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to subscribe for more Power App tutorials. In the next video, we'll build engineer screen and asset detail screen. Stay connected, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.